I'm Dan Galusha. Welcome to another edition of Shoot and Plink. Today we're going to be talking about a subject that some of you call Kentucky Windage. And for those of you that are already shooters, you know, this is for the beginners actually. So you might as well take a look at one of the other videos that we've got here on the channel. Because what we're actually going to be talking about is what do you do with a gun that you cannot adjust the sights? You know, a lot of them are adjustable for elevation and windage. Others are adjustable just for elevation or windage. So what do you do if it's a little off? Such as right here, for instance. That is a Wrangler, a Ruger Wrangler. Can't do much about that. Take a look at the sights. Okay, if that's off a little bit, you have to do the elevation yourself. You have to do the windage, whatever it needs to be done. So, one of the best ones I've found to learn on is right here. This is the old Red Ryder. That's right, the Daisy Red Ryder BB gun. And air guns are probably one of the touchiest ones there are, because of the fact that well, there's a lot of different variations. Your ammunition for one thing, BBs, pellets, which one you're using, that even goes with your regular firearm. But with an air gun, the temperature, such as right now, I don't know, it's around upper 20s, around 30, around in there somewhere. So you know that's going to bother your velocity as far as the air goes. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to explain to you what we do. Now this one is adjustable, as you can see right here. It's adjustable on elevation, and I was tweaking that, and we're going to use the ones I did here, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a couple things. We're going to plink after we shoot, but first I'm going to explain what I do, if I can find the right target here. Here, this is the one that I started on. And you can see this is the direction it was setting, and a lot of the shots were falling over here, and they were down, they were up, so I adjusted my elevation first. And then I started thinking, okay, I'm going to have to move this over, and which I did hit, but I'll show you the next one. Again, I was still doing a little bit of adjustment on this. So, you're over here, your impact, your point of impact is over here on this side, but you want it to land over in here. So, what you have to do is take and aim over here to adjust your windage, because I've already got the elevation, as you can see. You gotta figure out, well, where do you want to aim this side of that? And this one is just about here in order to hit right into that area. Here's another one where I was adjusting, where it was too low, and I got it up and I started hitting over here. Well, I still wanted to come a little bit over here, and that's what we're going to do now. We're going to fire it again, and I'm going to try to aim right over into here and see how we do on the center and how it comes out. Now again, some of these I think fell because of the fact that we're in very, very cold conditions, and that's all there is to it. And when we're going to shoot the targets, and the targets we're going to use for plinking are one of my favorites, and they got a lot of ice on it. That shows you right there. That's ice. Yep, that's ice. We're going to shoot at these. These are the empty plastic water bottles, and we'll shoot at those the same way we do the target. But first, we're going to see if the target works. So let's go back. I've got the target all set up. We're going to shoot, and then we're going to go plink. Okay, now we're going to do some plinking, and I've got this camera set up practically right in front of me, so I'm going to be shooting over your head. And I'm going to be shooting this plastic water bottle. I'm going to do them from right to left. The reason being is I am firing, again, a little bit left to the center. And by doing so, I could pop one of them over and hit the other one. I'm going to try to avoid that. So let's see what happens. Okay, got them all. Let's go back and do some talking about it. Well, the old Red Ryder did its job, didn't it, on that plinking for sure. As far as the target goes, well, we'll take a look at that now, too. We'll go get that here. See what we did. You already seen it. Okay. I was firing over here. I don't know what happened here. These could have been flyers. They could have been, again, because of the cold, because it is cold out here. My hands are getting doggone cold. But I was hitting into that bullseye, and that's about a 1 3/4 inch bullseye, by the way. They'd probably call it a 2, but that's what it is. And that's what I was firing at. And I was shooting from 10 yards, by the way, too. Oh, another thing. Before I forget it, I know, this cap, everybody keeps saying, I can't read what it says. Now I'll show you a photo here of it up close so that you can. It's put out by Taurus, by the way, in case anybody's interested. They got it out there because they've got a real great line of revolvers, and so they're trying to make revolvers great again, and as you can see, that's what the cap said. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're talking about the windage adjustment, Kentucky windage. I shot a little bit over. It'd be the same thing if you were the other direction. It doesn't make any difference. I mean, you have to gauge it accordingly. There's no way to adjust that. There's no way to adjust it on this Wrangler, as you could well see. No way at all. So if it was firing over one way or the other, you had to bring it over this or that way or whatever, and figure that out. So that is shooting Kentucky windage. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.